All right, good evening, everyone. Do another recording here. Um, I going to keep doing. I'm going to keep doing these videos, and my views are not that great, but I have to do some marketing, get some visibility to the videos. But I know what I'm recording is good information, and for those of you who probably feel like this is not something you like to hear, that's fine. But I know there's a lot of beings out there looking for answers, and because I see that I've looked at other sites, and I like this gentleman Tom Karen, um, Elmer Olaka Jr. is very good, and Elmer Olaka Jr. he's basically working from Neville Goddard, whom I have all his books, all of Neville Goddard books. Maybe just a couple I don't have, but I have them. I have all of them. And he used affirmations that I recognize because I studied both of these guys very well, Neville Goddard and Joseph Murphy. If you use any quotes from any of those books, I recognize you, the source that you're working from as far as physical information. We're all working as the I am source. We all work as, and then deliver as and from that source. So that's the number one source, I am. And I always mention in my videos, and I continuously do this because I'm allowing you to see where I am anchored and where we all are anchored. Even if we don't recognize the anchoring, we are. We are anchored in this verse that I'm going to quote, and I always quote this verse in all of my videos, regardless of what you're doing. If you're a mechanic, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're a nurse, you're working at a supermarket, you're a produce manager, you're stocking shelves, you're a butcher, you're an auto mechanic, you work on computers, you're a tech guy. I don't care what the service that we're rendering is. All of us work as and from I am. And some may say, so what? So we do. What's the use? But I'm doing this series for those who are interested in this type of conversation. For those who are not, no problem. All the blessings to you and your loved ones forever, not just for today and tomorrow and next week, but forever. I wish you all the best. But I'm doing this series of videos because I know there are beings out there that can take this information and apply it to themselves and become more productive as what they are and offering. So I'm going to keep doing these videos, and I know these videos are welcome because I looked at, like I said, I looked at Tom Karen's channel and Elmer Olaka Jr. and I see all these views. They have way more views than mine, than I have on my channel. So there are some things that they're doing with marketing and visibility that I'm learning. And but I know I'm delivering something that's very usable and that many could benefit from. I know this. So my youngest son said to me today, I was working on a computer and I was working on one of my platforms, which I'm gonna let you all know about. It's a really cool platform for sports fans and the sports world, period. And you'll see. I'll talk once I get that platform running. This is a love of mine because I love sports. I boxed for 4.5 years. I was a former wide receiver. I played basketball. So athletics is just part of what I am. I'm a personal trainer. I work out at the gym 4 days a week, 7 days a week. I do calisthenics. I do 2,000 crunches every day, 1,000 when I get up, 1,000 before dinner. And when I go to the gym, I do 1,000 when I wake up. Go to the gym, have my 3.5-hour workout, sometimes 3 hours. And I have an abdominal workout. Every day I work out at the gym. When I come back, I cap my workout off with 1,000 crunches. And I have this apparatus I made to work my neck, which you all going to find out about on my new platform that I'm starting called Worldwide Sports Fan Smack Talk. Anyone to be able to order this, because in the gyms now they don't have neck machines, and there's a couple of gyms that I knew that had those, and I really enjoyed working out there. But someone with minus the fitness experience went in and tried to use that equipment, and they probably was someone who was motivated at the top of the year to lose weight, and they didn't mean any harm, but they got on the machine, used the machine improperly, and then the gym got nervous, so they used the machine improperly, kind of slightly injured themselves. So the gym got nervous and pulled those machines out. And so now, I don't know if there's any gyms out there that have a neck machine, but if there are, who's ever working out at those gyms, you're blessed. Start using them to balance your whole physical self, you know, because you have nice biceps, triceps, shoulders, arms. You got to have a neck to match that. And I love working out my whole body, and that just comes from my background as a boxer, wide receiver, and basketball player. So I work out the whole body. So anyway, I've going back to why I'm doing these videos. I know this voice is welcomed, and I'm gonna keep doing these videos so that that crowd that's out there that like the way I deliver, and I like to say I am videos. So you hear me do things. I'll purposely let you know up front. I'm gonna break some grammar rules just to give you clarity and first cause experience. Because speaking perfect grammar sometimes locks you out of really having a first cause experience. And I've been listening to comments and reading some of the comments, but just listening to some of the speakers like Tom Karen, he'll say beings to ask him this question that they're looking for clarity. So why is this? Why is that? And then there's a gentleman he speaks out of Jamaica. His name is well, I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you his online presence is Mad Black Guru. Very enlightened being. He breaks down things and clarify things so well. And he actually helped me realize I already knew that Neville Goddard studied from a gentleman named Abdullah. I already knew that. But I didn't know, maybe there was a couple of books that Neville Goddard gave an explanation of how physically Abdullah appeared to, what his appearance was, where he was from. But I don't recall him really describing Abdullah's physical presence. He just talked about how because he was a dancer at one time, and how when the 1929, when the stock market crashed and there was no demands for his expertise, which is a dancer. A lot of shows were closed on Broadway, theaters were closed, so he was kind of lost for trying to find a way to make a living for himself. And somehow he became acquainted with Abdullah and befriended him, and Abdullah began to help Neville Goddard become aware of his self, his I am. Excuse me, I'm saying his I am, right? So on this channel, we're not doing that. We're not going to say his I am. I'm not going to create. Listen, this is the difference on this channel. This makes the difference. I'm being very careful about not saying this is what you're not going to get on other channels, because I'm not going to knock anyone else's channel. I'm not going to do that, because that's not I am to do that. Everyone is putting out based on the level of awareness they are. I have studied a great deal, and I was studying to better I am self. So that's very interesting. I said I was studying to better I am self. Now, let me clarify the statement I just made. I was studying to better I am self. Now, I'm not separating nothing as I am from I am. But here's what I realized. I was never bettering I am self. I was waking up as I am. You can't get better than that. When you know you're I am, there is no making that better. That is the ultimate best. So you can only attach a term like that sentence I made, better in myself. Let me tell you what that would be. That would be the who I once believed I was. To make that better is to realize what I am. Notice I said what I am. To know that I am, that is all that you would need to realize. And that can't be any better than what that I am is. When you come back as awareness to the self and not have your awareness out believing you are a who, and you bring your awareness back to the what you are, even the appearances as the who is now better off. But the what, you can never be better as the I am. Because you all I am is John 8:58 says in scripture. I like to use the word scripture. In scripture, John 8:58 says, before Abraham was, I am. And I take that a bit further than that. Before the universe was, that I put the world in, that I put Abraham on, I am. That is the foundation to everyone. That's the foundation as everyone and as everything. And listening to all the comments, being on the other channels, and I've been hearing some of these speakers say their followers, and these speakers are blessed with great followers. If you go to Elmer Olaka Jr.'s channel and you go to Tom Cameron's channel, you see they got thousands of views. My channel, I just started my channel. I started by take a break, but now I'm back on and I'm recording. So my views are nowhere near theirs. And it's not because what I'm saying is not good. It's because my visibility is not as known as theirs. But let me tell you this. I know what I'm talking about. And I tell you this also. If there's any gaps to be filled in, you're going to find them here on this channel. And I will tell you this also. I'm not a minister, and I'm not studying to be one, and I'm not looking to be one. Not that a minister is bad, but I'm not carrying that title of a minister, a pastor, a deacon. No. This is a non-traditional, non-religious, joyful, happy, fun conversation. No matter what your belief is, where you fellowship, what faith you claim you are, you're welcome here. But I'm letting you know, I start out with my video describing Amology. This is a study as and of I am. Nothing else. I'm not going to talk about MIND here. I'm not going to talk about this word here. I'm not going to talk about law of attraction here. I'm not going to talk about the subconscious MIND. Because John 8:58 says, before Abraham was, I am. So I'm only talking about I am here. And I'm only speaking as I am to I am as you. Okay? John 8:58 doesn't say before Abraham was, MIND was. Before Abraham was, law of attraction was. Before Abraham was, subconscious MIND was. Or whatever else you want to put down. There's scripture that says, when you know that I am, whom do you say that I am? Matthew 6:16-15. Said, whom do you say that I am? Another scripture is I am name, and I am will be known as this name from generation to generation. That is constant, never changing, never ending. So I'm only talking about I am here. I'm not pitching these. There's another place in Scripture that I've read in some other videos where I am instructs, when you know that I am, let all these other things go. And there's another place in Scripture where I am says, when I am said I am, all these other things went backwards and fell to the ground. So what am I saying to you is stop empowering all these other things when you are the I am, and that is God, that is I am given. So I'm kind of staying away from the word God, because there's been a lot of information delivered where that many beings are scared of God. They're scared. They've been taught to FEAR God. I am is what you are. When you say I am, you can't help but feel that presence. I'm saying that I am was never meant to be worshiped, praised, instead experienced. When you say I am happy, you automatically start experiencing the feeling as happiness. The reality is happiness. When you say I am wonderful, you, as that moment, feel and experience the reality as being wonderful. If you look at all the statements that we make, I am precedes the activity, the action. I am talking to you right now. From your perspective, you can say I am listening to I am as you. I'm going to the store. I'm going shopping. I'm going to work out. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to watch a movie with my family. I'm going to cook for my girlfriend, which I do, and girlfriends. I love baking for my women. I do. Just do. Had 2 restaurants, about to open up again, 2 pizza places. So there's something about when I'm preparing food for them, the love that I'm expressing and extending into the meal, and seeing their faces light up and appreciating something that tastes good. I said that's an extension as I am into what I've given them, so they can feel the love in the cooking and the baking that I do for them. So I love doing that. I like writing poetry, so cooking and baking to me is like poetry. I'm sharing this poetic gesture with my sweethearts. And then to see the excitement and the expression of appreciation upon their faces and loving what I made, that hits me right here. So I live I am life as here, not from here. Okay, from here. I said in one of my videos, excuse me, when I look at my women, I don't look at them and get sexual ideas. I just don't, because that's from here. Sex is this love is here. When I look at my women and I feel love for them. Now I'm saying them because some of us men, I'm saying this bluntly and upfront, ladies are not stupid. Women are not stupid. Okay, but there are, to be courageous enough to say that some of us are built for polygamy. But I mean a man and 2 or 3 women together as a family, not a man, what's up baby, in her face today, but then behind her back with someone else. No, that's coming from here. That's what one would do when they live in here. That's called destructive. When you live in here, that's called constructive. Then you will be brave enough to bring everyone together, and there's no guilt or trying to hide and sneak. You're not activating this. The heart will guide the whole togetherness of them. So I do that from here. So when you say, women, this is how I live. Lovingly, honestly. I don't have nothing to hide. You know, because I'm living and representing I am. When I look at the women in my life, I see I am as a female, as a lady. Some ladies don't like to be called female, but I see I am as the female counterpart to I am male counterpart. Okay? So there is no God up in the sky. There's God. Okay, get away from that word, G-O-D. Guys, I'm sharing some good stuff on this video, okay? I am is the name. That's in Scripture. Says right there in Scripture, my name will be known as I am from generation to generation. Okay, so I'm sticking with I am. Like again, you can look at any sentence you start. I'm listening to I am. I'm calling my brother or sister. I'm cooking for I am wife. children, or I'm going to the gym. I am driving right now. I'm going to the store. I'm going to do some calisthenics. I'm going to work out. You see how I am precedes every action? So I am is always first. That's what we are saying all day long. Even you're always saying I am. So what I'm doing on this channel, this whole channel, and this whole delivery, this channel is called I Am Publications, and then linked to this channel is I Amology. So I'm branding and packaging I am awareness, because you're already that. And many are not aware that they're operating as I am. So, they'll say certain things and don't know that they're I am and that asking for themselves, even if they're saying that about someone else, what appears to be someone else. So I'm taking time to make this clear during this video to help you. If whoever you are listening to this, you are I am. And you always I am me. I like to listen. I all the words that take you here, I'm not going to use. I'm not going to use the word THINK. I'm not going to use the word THINKING. I'm not going to use the words THOUGHT. I'm not going to use the words MIND. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to use the word BRAIN, brain. I'm not doing that. Let's stop empowering these things. Right in scripture says, before Abraham was, I am. And I tell you, before the universe was, that the world was put in, that Abraham was put on, I am. So there's too much conversation about THINK, THING, THOUGHT, MIND, WANT. No one should ever say they WANT something, ever. Psalms 23:1 says, I am that I am, I shall not WANT. And then the very next chapter is Psalms 24:1. I am the earth, the fullness thereof, all the stuff that you could probably WANT, the world, synonym for earth, and all of those who dwell therein. So what are you WANTING for? And I know why, because you were taught that. So here on this channel, we're not going there. I'm keeping you from going here. I'm keeping you here. Listen, no one needs a brain. No one. When you have a brain, you don't need one. What you need your brain to do is be silent, still, and quiet. And when your brain is silent, still, and quiet, and I have information I can read to prove that, when the brain is silent, still, and quiet, the brain is healthier. The brain is more relaxed. What do you believe we accomplish when we meditate? Still in that. What do you believe is accomplished when you go to sleep? If you have a monkey brain, an active brain, and I lost many nights of sleep because I had one of those, you don't sleep well, and you get up, you don't look well, and you don't feel well. You don't feel well rested. So a quiet brain, anyone who has a quiet brain is blessed. They can sleep 8-9 hours every night. Wake up fully refreshed, looking refreshed, rejuvenated, ready to start the day. You have a brain that's active, all that noise going on, it'll wake you up in the middle of the night and you can't sleep because the brain's constantly going. Now, I'm speaking from experience. I prefer a quiet brain because I've had one like that. And occasionally, I'll have some nights where my sleep is thrown off. It's because noise. Then I have to quiet that, go right back to sleep. So when the brain is quiet still, the brain works in unison with the whole body. But it's not, there's no information that's recorded in there working against the body. Do you see? The strongest organ in the body is the heart. The first organ that doctors acknowledge when a woman has life in her. The heart creates all the other organs. The weakest organ in the body is the brain. You know why? It can be programmed. And once it's programmed, it can work against the being in which the brain is in the skull of. It's the weakest. There's a verse in the Bible, Job 3:10. Let the weak say, I am strong. Let the weak say, I am strong. Let the weak say, I am strong. If anybody's doing anything that describes weakness or anything that's destructive, that comes from me. And I'm going to go ahead and use the term it. I always say I am, keep us inclusive. But that comes from here. The more intelligent someone is, the less compassionate they are. And the more likely they can do things that are destructive instead of constructive. Because the more you hear, the farther you are from the heart. Compassion is a quality as the heart, not of this. Now, with that said, this channel, the blanks will be filled in. You're going to start saying, I am family. I am community. I am siblings. Don't say my siblings, my family, because when you say my, you know that there is a bit of separation in that word my. Like, for an epitome, my book. Now you know, just to say my book feels like something that is, you're in possession of that can be removed. But you say I am book, all inclusive. So I'm telling you, I know what I'm doing on this channel, that if you continue to listen to the videos, my views will go up, more beings will listen to what I'm doing, and I'm also, you'll go on my channel, you'll see that I'm promoting other beings' business, because I'm showing how I am is rendering services as the business that they are running, and as the being who owns the business. I'm also showing that I am is the customer, the patrons of that business. And you'll see athlete videos. So every athlete, no matter how great they are, have an I am audience base, fan base. If someone was playing to an empty stadium, football, basketball, or soccer, their delivery and performance is not as effective as a full house supporting them with applauses. So I am is the entertainer, the athlete, and I am also the fan base. So you'll see me doing certain things on I am publication with certain videos to create that awareness that I am is moving all around I am, aka you. You pray for something, and remember, when you pray, you actually are that prayer. And you will answer yourself in the appearances, you'll answer yourself as the appearances as what appear to be people, places, things, moments, circumstances, events, and experiences. And once you are the created heightened awareness to see yourself operating as that, wow, you begin to go, wow, I am the community. Yes, so you don't litter. You put paper, garbage in the wastebasket. So that I am the community. I am my neighbor. You're more kind to your neighbors. Even if you meet someone that you never met before at the supermarket, that's I am moving. Okay. All right, so I heard this little click thing go. So my video is getting kind of toward the end. So you can see what I'm doing here. That I'm creating a heightened awareness as I am, and in a very non-traditional, non-religious, joyful, happy, fun, conversational way. So there's nothing preachy about what I'm doing. Not that I'm knocking those deliveries, but I decided as I study India and study so much material, I said to I am self, how can I deliver this in a way that one can come to the channel and feel relaxed and don't feel like they're being preached at, or don't feel like, oh my gosh, start feeling guilty. I like for this conversation to happen in a way where you can be lying back at the beach or sitting at a bar or just chilling in your vehicle, but you don't feel like you almost, it's this holier than thou, sanctimonious aura, but just that's a really I am to I am conversation. A very light, joyful, happy, fun, non-traditional, non-religious I am to I am conversation. That's what I'm establishing here. And that you can come and get your answers and receive the answers in a joyful, happy way and come back and listen to the other videos. I'm going to talk about my book in the next video. Let me take a look. Listen, please subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so every time I come out with a video, you'll be notified. Hit the like button. Hit the like thumb up, the like button. And if you don't have any encouraging comments, I'm not going to criticize you, but just please don't leave them here, because I'm really looking to give encouragement to those who are welcome to encouragement. You have really nice comments. Thank you. that encourage me to keep going and keep delivering, so that those who are looking to be helped this way are enjoying this help. So thank you all for coming to the channel. This video is coming to an end. Now I'm going to do another video where I'm going to cover one of the chapters from my book. And then there's some more information I'll deliver in that video that I was looking to give to this one. But I just got on a little natural, little talk. And but I'm sure everything I had to say is very helpful. So I'm going to take a look and see how much time I have. If I have 2 more minutes, then I'm going to deliver a little something from this book right here. Hold on. Yeah, so I have like another minute or something. So I'm gonna read a quote from you, and I'm gonna turn my light. I'm gonna just kind of squat down and read this quote, and this is what this quote says. It says here, "So great is the confusion of the world that comes from coveting knowledge, being in the head. A truly wise being is not aware of her wisdom or his wisdom. Therefore, she is wise. A truly foolish person try to be wise and therefore is not. You don't have to try to be what you are. Just wake up what you are." Best way to understand yourself is then understand. Okay, yeah, so listen to this. When you try to understand everything, you will not understand anything. The best way to understand yourself, and then the best way is to understand yourself, and then you will understand everything. Now I'm saying the word understand instead of under, because you understand and overstand but never understand anything. Don't put yourself there. So I purposely use the word understand. So basically what this quote is saying, when you understand yourself, you understand everything.